Okay, so last episode on the webcam. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're following along here, this is just the last time you have to deal with this quality. I'm moving over to the camera, the actual camera for next episode. Just couldn't get some logistical things worked out today. So in this episode, we're going to talk about how we can better monetize our accounts and turn our audience into customers on Instagram ultimately. And I'm going to tell you first off why I choose Instagram to talk about in this podcast topic, and why I would choose Instagram as the best monetization tool in terms of social media platforms. So why Instagram, right? It has the most features in one place. You can do the most with it, despite, Facebook can do a lot of the same things with features that Facebook offers. However, the platform is not 100% media focused like Instagram is. So as you can tell on the apps, very big different look and feel to the both of those. And as you probably imagined, Instagram was started as a photo sharing app. It's ultimately turned into photo and video, mostly predominantly video now. But posting to Instagram, your options can look like a story, a reel, a normal post, IGTV. Facebook, again, you've got similar options there, but the way that it's delivered to you is different, the way it feels. Instagram keeps it focused on the media, and on top of that, you can also tag products and have your product catalog linked. You cannot do that on Twitter, on YouTube, LinkedIn. I don't think you can do it on TikTok yet. Wouldn't surprise me if that comes soon. And, the list goes on. So that's why I like Instagram for businesses to focus. If I had to focus a business on one place, if they're trying to monetize a digital social platform, I would say Instagram. Remember that for the most part, your posts and your stories are going to be for the people who already follow you, which means you need to make content for them in a certain way, which I'll mention that here soon. And Reels, another way we can post right on Instagram, are going to be more focused for getting new people. This is your top of the funnel, new customer acquisition. And as many as you may have experienced, if you've ever posted a reel and you get like thousands and thousands of views, this happens on even like my personal account. I only have 2,000 followers, but I can get up to 3 to 10,000 views on a video sometimes. So if you've experienced that, posting a reel can get tons of views while your account may not have tons of followers. So that just kind of shows in itself how the algorithm works and how it displays your profile and your reels to new people, whereas like your post and your stories are always going to be just predominantly for your actual followers, unless you create really shareable content, which is what I would recommend to do, right? For if you want to optimize your story and your posting content to be as shareable as possible, then you want to create things that would be shareable between two of your perfect customers. So if you think about like who your perfect customer is, you want to make content for your perfect customer and think of them and how they would like it while you're creating the content. So while you're making it, you want to think of that same person that comes in your store every week, or the person that you engage with online on a regular basis. How would they react to the content that you're creating? And that also goes for Reels. So you want to make sure that the content is catered to your perfect customer, so that your Instagram following that you build and how you train your Instagram's algorithm ends up being beneficial for your business, because you're surrounded by people that are your actual customers, your perfect customers. Which is a good segue to a big buzz question. I just wanted to touch on this for a little bit. For all of the years of Instagram's lifespan, since the beginning of it, should I buy followers? I get asked that all the time, and I've seen it. And I've got friends who have bought followers. I've gotten tens of thousands of followers, and I've worked with real businesses, even here in my city, who have bought Facebook page likes and Instagram followers, and they basically fabricate the business's success by modifying the digital appearance of the business, which begs the question for me, before even asking if we should buy followers: is it ethical for us to buy followers because of what it does for the business's appearance? I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on that, and down in the comments wherever you're listening or watching to this. I'm not going to give you my personal opinion on that, but I will just say this. Buying followers is essentially spending money to confuse your Instagram algorithm and serve your page to people who are not going to be potential customers, and potentially even get you some shade from those who find out that you're, because it's very obvious your posts are getting 1% engagement from your following. So that's something to be mindful of as well. Yes, you might have 80,000 Instagram followers, but if you're getting 1,200 likes per post, it's almost embarrassing. So now I want to talk about what's titled for this episode, which is the big question that we actually all have, apart from buying the followers. How do we make posts that convert to customers? And how do I get my Instagram to sell my business's products to the world? How can I turn my Instagram into a moneymaker? And I think the biggest blanket statement that I could make in order to answer that question is to make sure that the posts and the page itself are showing what it feels like to have your products. So those are the two words to focus on: show and feel. You got to show what it feels like. If it's clothes you're selling, you want to show your audience how good they feel when they get in that new romper or whatever it is. If it's cars, show how it feels to get in the new car. If it is a service you're selling, so like my business, right, we run social media pages, among other things. We run social media pages for our clients, so you'll see that we try to show how it feels to have a hands-free experience and watch your social media pages grow. So that is the big thing I want to focus on. I mean, it sounds right. It sounds nice, right? Like being able to just sit back, your Instagram grows and makes you money, and I can even just me talking about it, it sounds nice, right? So that's what you want to do. That's your big goals, to show and feel. And another tip related to that is the actual timing and placement for showing what it feels like. You want it to be sooner than later if possible, and if you can get the point of the post, the entire reason you make the post, right, if you can bring that to the front of the caption, if you can convey that in the first few seconds of the video, as I do, the first couple seconds are our first attempt, and it's the first time that we have to catch somebody. And I have an episode on that. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back and listen to it. It's called How Your Videos Should Be Made to Perform Better Organically. And I've already covered a lot of stuff that kind of is related to this in that. I think it's about 10 minutes long, so it's a pretty quick listen. But in order for your page to start converting people, that's the big winner for us. And what we've seen even for our client pages is essentially we are trying to convey emotion to our perfect customer in a fast and easy to digest medium. So the next time you go to make a post, I want you to ask yourself, what can I show that will make my perfect customer see how it feels to have this?